We all share a common desire for success, don't we? It is a universal ambition. However, there is a fundamental truth that most people completely overlook in their pursuit of achievement. Success is not something you go out and hunt down. It isn't a target you chase. Instead, success is something you attract based on the person you have evolved into. Think about that for a moment. When you spend your life chasing success, it often leads to nothing but exhaustion and deep-seated frustration. It's like trying to catch a shadow. The faster you run toward it, the further away it seems to glide. But when you shift your internal focus, when you concentrate on becoming the type of individual who naturally resonates with success, the dynamic changes entirely. You no longer have to pursue it. Success begins to seek you out. It finds its way to your doorstep. So, the most critical question you must ask yourself today is this: who are you becoming? Everything starts and ends with that internal transformation. You might wonder, what does it actually mean to become someone who attracts success? It begins with the refinement of your character, the elevation of your daily habits, and the complete sharpening of your mental perspective. You see, success is drawn to specific human qualities. It is attracted to the power of self-discipline, the grit of perseverance, the spirit of generosity, and the solid foundation of integrity. Success seeks out those who provide genuine value to the world. People who are in a state of constant evolution, always learning and always striving for a better version of themselves. It gravitates toward those who live with intention, who possess clear goals, and who are guided by a compelling vision. Let's talk specifically about the necessity of goals. You cannot expect to attract success if you are drifting aimlessly. You must have a clear destination. A major mistake many people make is wandering through their years without a defined sense of direction, only to wonder why success remains so elusive. Success does not visit the wanderer. It belongs to those who have crystal clear clarity about what they want and possess the willingness to pay the necessary price to obtain it. And what exactly is that price? It is paid in the currency of time, focused effort, unwavering discipline, and personal sacrifice. But it all starts with that foundational first step, knowing exactly what you want. If I were to ask you right now to describe your goals for the next 5 years, could you give me an answer? Not just a vague idea, but a specific, detailed, and inspiring response. If your answer is no, then I can tell you right now that you aren't yet in a position to attract success. Clarity is the fuel for action, and action is the father of results. When your vision is clear, the path forward reveals itself. Now, do not misunderstand me. This path will not be easy. In fact, it is rarely a smooth ride. However, as long as you are moving in the right direction, you are winning. Success rewards those who take consistent, disciplined steps toward their objectives, especially when the journey becomes difficult. And trust me, it will get difficult. But here is the hidden truth. Challenging times are temporary, but resilient people are permanent. This is exactly why becoming a person who attracts success is so vital. You have to grow tougher, wiser, and more durable. As your goals get bigger, the hurdles will get higher. But those obstacles aren't there to block your path. They are there to build your strength. I remember my own journey vividly. Years ago, I was completely broke. I was 25 years old, and I had nothing in my bank account, nothing in my pockets, and very little hope for what was ahead. Then, I met a mentor who changed my entire reality. He told me something that felt like a bolt of lightning. He said, if you want things to change, you have to change. If you want things to get better, you have to get better. That was my moment of awakening. I had spent years waiting for my circumstances to improve, waiting for the world to give me a break. But my mentor taught me that the problem wasn't my circumstances. The problem was me. But the beauty of that realization was that I was also the solution. If I wanted to attract a better life, I had to become a better man. So I started the work. I dove into books, I attended every seminar I could find, and I sought out the wisdom of others. I did whatever it took to upgrade my mindset and my skills. And slowly the world around me began to shift. Why? Because I was shifting. When I changed, the opportunities changed. When I changed, the people I met changed. everything transformed, but only because it started with the man in the mirror. Montgomery. To truly become a magnet for success, we must examine the architecture of your daily life, starting with your habits. Your routine is essentially a preview of your future. You can possess the most noble intentions, but if your daily actions are not in harmony with your ambitions, you will find yourself in a perpetual struggle. Think of it this way. If you desire peak physical health, but your habits revolve around sedentary behavior and poor nutrition, the result is predictable. Success follows the same logic. You cannot invite greatness into your life if your daily patterns are designed for mediocrity. High achievers don't just happen to be successful. They practice success habits. They are dedicated to constant learning, meticulous planning, and bold action. They analyze their milestones, rise with purpose, and maintain an unwavering focus. But the most vital ingredient here is consistency. Success isn't the result of a singular, heroic act performed once in a blue moon. It is the cumulative effect of doing the right things day after day, month after month. I won't tell you this is easy. It's easy to be motivated for 24 hours or even a week. The real challenge, and where the magic truly resides, is staying committed for the long haul. Can you maintain your fire when the novelty wears off? That is where the winners are separated from the dreamers. However, habits alone aren't enough. They must be planted in the right mental soil. Your mindset is the foundation of your entire reality. If your internal dialogue is poisoned by self-doubt, fear, or a sense of limitation, success will find it impossible to take root. You must cultivate a deep-seated belief in your own capacity to evolve. If you don't believe you are worthy of achievement, no one else will do that work for you. Belief is the starting line. As the famous saying goes, whether you believe you are capable or incapable, your conviction will manifest as your reality. If you feel stagnant, it is likely because your mindset is fixed. To grow your life, you must first grow your mind. This involves being a gatekeeper for your brain. Your mind is an incredibly absorbent sponge, soaking up everything in its environment. If you feed it a steady diet of negativity, pessimism, and fear, your life will reflect that. But if you intentionally nourish your mind with inspiration, wisdom, and the company of those who challenge you, your perspective will inevitably shift. When your thinking changes, your actions follow. And when your actions transform, your results must follow suit. This leads us to the critical role of your social circle. The individuals you allow into your inner world exert a massive influence on your trajectory. If you spend your time with those who lack vision or are satisfied with just getting by, it becomes incredibly difficult to maintain a high-performance frequency. There is an old truth. Your future is a reflection of your closest associations. You naturally begin to mirror the standards, language, and attitudes of the people you spend the most time with. To attract success, you must be intentional about your tribe. I'm not suggesting you abandon everyone you know, but you must be strategic about who influences your thoughts. Surround yourself with people who hold themselves to high standards, those who believe in your potential and push you to surpass your current limits. When you upgrade your circle, you upgrade your life. I noticed this shift in my own journey. As I began to prioritize personal growth, my social landscape changed. Some old friends simply weren't interested in the books I was reading or the goals I was setting. And that's okay. You have to realize that not everyone is meant to travel the entire road with you. Some relationships act as an anchor, holding you back, while others act as a sail, catching the wind and moving you forward. You must be honest with yourself. Are your current relationships propelling you toward your destiny or tethering you to your past? Choosing success often requires the painful sacrifice of letting go of what no longer serves your growth. When I began learning from my mentor, he introduced me to a world of people who thought in terms of abundance rather than lack. Their discipline and optimism were contagious. I stopped reinventing the wheel and started studying the patterns of those who had already arrived where I wanted to be. Success leaves a trail. If you follow the right footsteps, you will reach the same destination. To truly finalize your transformation, into a magnet for success, you must understand the law of value. Success isn't attracted to those who simply occupy space. It is drawn to those who contribute. The formula is simple. The more value you provide to the world, the more success will flow back to you. This means shifting your focus from "what can I get?" to "how can I serve?" Successful people are professional problem solvers. Where the average person sees a dead end, a person of value sees an opportunity to create a solution. Whether you are in a boardroom, a classroom, or a community center, your reward will always be in direct proportion to the size of the problems you solve. If you solve minor inconveniences, you will have minor success. If you tackle significant challenges, you will attract significant wealth and influence. But value isn't just about external production. It's rooted in your inner character. Integrity is the foundation of lasting achievement. You cannot build a skyscraper of success on a swamp of dishonesty. As my mentor often reminded me, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you cut corners in private, that lack of discipline will eventually manifest in public. True success requires a code of ethics that you refuse to break, even when no one is watching. This brings us to the most essential bridge of all: self-discipline. Without it, your goals are just beautiful hallucinations. Discipline is what carries you forward when the initial spark of motivation has died out. It is a muscle that you build through small daily victories, waking up on time, finishing your tasks, and honoring your commitments to yourself. Each disciplined choice you make increases your self-respect, and that internal confidence is what others sense and are drawn to. Finally, you must master the art of patience. We live in an era of instant everything, but greatness is a slow-cooked process. You must plant your seeds, water them consistently, and trust the law of compounding. Persistence is the refusal to stay down when life inevitably knocks you over. It is the grit to stay the course when results aren't immediate. Remember, you don't have to chase success. Work on your mindset, refine your habits, surround yourself with excellence, and become a person of undeniable value. When you change who you are on the inside, the outside world has no choice but to reflect that new reality. Success won't just be a goal. It will be your natural shadow.